So recently I did a video where I went through some of the clean tones in the amp models on the Quiet Cortex. And I'd mentioned that up until that point I'd been using some neural captures rather than the amp models. So I thought today I'd kind of go through some of those neural captures I'd been using previously. These actually are mine. I downloaded these through the Neural app. And I thought I'd share the ones I found that I liked for clean and low gain kind of bluesy tones, just so if you guys wanted to kind of check out the same ones. What I ended up using was several captures that someone did for some Kingsley pedals mostly. If you're not familiar with Kingsley, I think it's a guy up in Canada that makes these really good all tube pedals and preamp pedals. The waiting list is always like 6, 8, 10 months or something like that. You can find if you watch that pedal show, they'll show his pedals quite frequently. So when I saw someone had captured some pedals of his, I figured I'd give them a try, and I liked them quite a bit. So let's start with kind of a most clean tone. So here's what I have here for this clean. So what this is let me walk through this, and all these presets will be up on my neural profile. So again, I've just got a gate up front. What I'm doing for this is, let's start with this. So I'm using the Kingsley Maiden, which is a preamp pedal that mimics kind of a blackface kind of preamp section. And so this is a very Fendery kind of thing. And ironically, when I looked around to pair that with a power amp within the QC, again, I didn't have much luck finding a power amp that was 6L6 or 6V6. So I just ended up sticking with the EL34 power amp capture that I'd been using with my jack preamp captures that I created. So that's kind of my main amp, is that kind of blackface front end into an EL34 power amp. For a cabinet, I'm using the 4x12 watt. You could use a 2x12 here, but this one I liked and gave like a real full sound. Nice and warm. Oops. I think I just... Here. For this tone, I've got a slight chorus on here, and then I'm running a dual delay into a slight reverb. And then in front of the amp, I am also using another Kingsley pedal. It's called the Page, which I think this is to kind of give it a little bit of a dumble-ish kind of clean tone. So if I turn this off, the Maiden on its own is very sparkly. In fact, you can see that the person that created this capture called it bright. It is a very bright tone. And it's nice, but I found that when you added the Page on the front, it really kind of filled out the tone quite a bit. So one thing I'll mention, if you notice here, I got the volume rolled back quite a bit. When you're downloading these captures through the Neural app, one thing you have to watch out for is people capture them at different volume levels. So you'll find some that are kind of quiet, and then you'll get one that's like super loud, and you've got to really dial back the volume. So one thing I found is that sometimes balancing the neural captures in terms of volume can be a challenge. So that's kind of the kind of pure clean that I'd been running. And so building off of that, so I did one here where I took off the chorus, and in the front I added another Kingsley pedal that's called a Jester, which is kind of an always on, give a little bit of edge to it. Just kind of as a boosty clean, so just a little bit of boost up front. It's right on the edge of breakup. If you hit it hard enough, maybe you'll get a little bit on there, but it's really just kind of a nice, like you want a clean lead tone. I like it a lot. So, you know, thinking like, I don't know, maybe like an Eric Johnson SRV kind of thing, you know, that kind of thing. I think it works well for that. And so, again, it's really the same, mostly the same setting. It's just I took the chorus off and I added this Jester in front of it. From there, I took and I was checking out a few of some of the overdrive pedals that I found captures for. So this one, again, I'm running the Maiden. In front of it, I just have the Jester to push it a little bit. And then someone had uploaded what they said was a Klon Centaur. So I figured, you know, I'm never going to have a real one of that, so let's try that out. And so this was kind of that Klon Centaur. Then this Klon Centaur 2 was kind of the one I found that I liked the most. So I like that quite a bit. I also tried, this is basically the same patch, except instead of the Centaur, I'm using, somebody uploaded one of the new Paul Reed Smith Horsemeat, which is, I think, Klon inspired. So again, this I like this one quite a bit. I think I like, you know, this capture more than the Klon Centaur one. This is another one. If you notice, the volume's dialed way back. This capture is pretty loud. So I mean, those are some of the kind of the captures I was using for kind of from that kind of super clean, kind of a boosted clean, through some kind of low gain stuff. And like I said, I made all of these available on my Neuro profile. You know, all these Neuro captures are ones that I don't own that are available. I believe I can just post my preset using them, and then if you try to download it, it'll grab the profiles that are already there. I guess that's a little experiment. We'll see if anybody has issues with that. Let me know if you do. But again, I just wanted to share kind of some of the neural captures I found that were working well for me, and I like quite a bit. Like I said, some of these Kingsley ones really were sounding nice to me, and I like them quite a bit. Hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye.